Palpable tension is building not only in Siaya County, but in the whole country. And pressure is building and piling up on the broad-based government to produce the Siaya Governor James Orengo dead or alive. Because people are asking, has James finally paid the ultimate price? Ladies and gentlemen, a few things have happened in the past. And what do we know so far about James Orengo? One, Orengo has been away from his county offices for quite a while, maybe a month or so. Not only that, Orengo is a very vocal politician, sometimes very controversial. He has not been seen in the public limelight. And that is something that must worry Kenyans. And then came the allegations of poison. Because in the very absence of someone to tell the truth, we are now opening a Pandora's box. We leave room for speculations. So there was that rumor that Orengo was poisoned. Still, the government was quiet. The ODM party very quiet. The family very quiet. There are no photos of Orengo anywhere. No audio, no videos. They are very quiet. Then before dust settles, there's another rumor that is being propagated that Orengo is in critical condition. As we speak now, we don't know whether Orengo is alive. So the ultimate question that people are asking, where is James Orengo? And many feel that ever since Orengo visited State House, things have never been the same again, and they're asking, where is James Orengo?
Wanabunge tibi, wanabunge fire. Mimi niko na maneno moja yenye nataka ifikishe kwa government, hata kama si kwa government. I want to ask the government, where is Orengo? Orengo ako wapi? Orengo ako wapi? Hiyo ndio swali yenye sisi tunauliza. Orengo alienda wapi? Tangu Orengo aende kwa State House. Sijui kama wamepewa Orengo sumu ama vipi. Hatuoni Orengo ako wapi? Sasa mimi kama Nyando nataka nijue Orengo ako wapi? Aliuliwa na baba amenyamaza ama vipi? Hiyo ndio swali yenye tunataka kuuliza. Si nyinyi watu wote ni wa one time? Si nyinyi ni wa one time? Sasa mimi nauliza Orengo ako wapi, hata kama event si hapo. Orengo lazima tujue ako wapi. Thank you very much.
Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell. Anytime you click that bell, YouTube will automatically notify you whenever we release a video like this. If you love our show, please take a second or two and subscribe. Don't go without liking this video, and please share our videos. Ladies and gentlemen, we also understand that James Orengo has been a critic of the broad-based government. Before the ODM joined hands with William Ruto, Orengo questioned this move. He was saying, this is a government that butchered our youths when the ODM fraternity went to the streets fighting for electoral justice and the cost of living and all that. And he said it was wrong for ODM to start thinking of joining the government instead of fighting for justice for the victims of police brutality. Then we all understand that he might have been forced to go to State House. In the very absence of someone to speak and the deafening silence from all the authorities, people have a cause to worry. Why? We all know that political assassinations are not anything new in this country. If we would start counting long before even some of us were born, people like Pio Gama Pinto, J.M. Kariuki, we come closer to Robert OOKO. We could move closer and mention names. So that is why people have got issues with a leader going missing mysteriously and there is no one to speak about it. You know, there have been allegations of Orengo resigned from office and Orengo has been poisoned. Now, the Speaker of the Siaya County Assembly, George Okode, rushed to dispel those rumors and said that Orengo has not resigned. He will be soon in office. The Orange Democratic Party also rushed and told us that Orengo is still in office. But no one is speaking on the question and the allegations of Orengo has been poisoned. Why? If you say he has not been poisoned, then where is he? Like I said, the party, the government, the family, even that person who is running Orengo's social media handle is not doing us any justice, because all we see is Orengo congratulating Harambee Stars. We see Orengo talking about the developments in Siaya as if everything is okay, yet we don't see him. Does it mean someone is running the county in the absence of Orengo? Where exactly is James Orengo? Has Orengo paid the ultimate price? Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that there have been allegations of people who are placed in oxygen support machines for some times in Kenya today. There were these rumors sometimes back. When was that? When they said that the late Vice President Michael Kijana Wamalwa was placed in a support machine for some times, just to prepare people that someone is ill and he might die anytime. This man who was shot dead, who was selling masks in the CBD, Nairobi CBD, there were rumors that he was placed under oxygen support machine for some times. And people are saying, oh, we are Mekufa. And before we treated those as mere rumors and street politics, the government declared him dead. So many people have started the rumors that maybe Orengo is in, oxygen support machine, or he has been dead. So they are still trying to control the ground. It is bad to allow people to start spreading rumors, because if someone is not speaking, we are going to believe the people are giving, allegations. Maverick Ako is the first person, if I'm not wrong, who revealed to us that Orengo has been poisoned. Then she added, I think a day or two later, that he's critically ill, is in a critical condition. So if the ODM are ignoring the poison part, they are only telling us that Orengo is still in office, things are running, yet they don't want to tell us where he is. If someone is in office, we should know. And Kenyans demand to know. Orengo is not just an ordinary man. He has taken on government, subsequent governments. In fact, anytime Raila contests in every election cycle, Orengo has been there fighting for Baba. So people are asking Baba, this has been your right-hand man. Why are you quiet on this? And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We also know that this government is allergic to any criticism. That's why Gen Zs are killed on the streets. That's why Robert Ojwang was killed, just because he had some allegations against the Deputy Inspector General. That's why there are a lot of kidnappings and killings. So Orengo has been a critic to the broad-based government. And that's why people are afraid that maybe he has paid the ultimate price. Now this pressure is piling, and the ultimate day will be about a week or so to go. There is a devolution conference in Homa Bay. And this devolution conference, it is expected that all governors are going to converge there to discuss matters devolution. Now, this is going to be the turning point. Whoever is trying to hide the whereabouts of Raila Odinga, whoever is trying to hide the whereabouts of the Siaya Governor James Orengo, must come out on that day to tell us. We are afraid because when Albert Ojwang died in Central Police Station, we were told he hit himself on the cell walls. People are really guessing. Don't be shocked if you are told that Orengo committed suicide. We live in an environment where anything is possible. So on the day of the devolution conference in Homa Bay, the Siaya people must demand to know where Orengo is. The Nyanza people must demand to know the whereabouts of Orengo. ODM followers must also demand to know where Orengo is. I believe that even lawyers must demand to know. Orengo is one of the very renowned lawyers. They must demand. The chairperson of the governors must also demand to know where Orengo is. We will soon ask Sifuna. He's the Secretary General. They're fighting together with Orengo. He must tell us, because he's the only person we can now believe, where is James Orengo? And ladies and gentlemen, ahead of the Homa Bay Devolution Conference, pressure is piling on Raila, pressure is piling on the broad-based government. That is why you've seen people, they are not only asking the ODM fraternity the whereabouts of James Orengo, but they are asking the broad-based government. Why? We have a two-tier government, the national and the county government. And then Orengo was a critic of this government. So they are trying to point accusing fingers, owing to the fact that this government does not want any critics. Do they have a hidden hand? You know, the way the ODM members of parliament are behaving, they can easily sacrifice one of their own who is a critic to the government. And you know what they will do? If something happens, we saw them during the burial of Ongondowere. People like Gladys Wanga were fuming with fury, saying, no, we didn't sign this progress government for killings, and they, just to manage the anger of the people. If anything happens to Orengo, you will see them all over. I remember people like Upondo Kaluma were shedding tears. They will talk tough. They will demand, I don't know, the FBI or the Scotland Yard to come and investigate what happened to Orengo. They will say we will not allow. They will manage people's emotions, and it will be a passing cloud. Why am I speaking this way? The ODM led the youths into the streets. Those youths were killed. No one is speaking about them anymore. Leave alone Gen Zs. The ODM youths that went there because they were fighting for Raila. No one is speaking about them. So do you think they will speak if anything happens to Orengo? If the ODM youths was fighting for Baba, their fates were left in limbo. What about a person who has been a critic criticizing Raila's move to join William Ruto? Ladies and gentlemen, pressure is piling, and when the time comes on that devolution conference day, there is going to be a lot of pressure. All the governors are going to converge there. If we see Oduol, who is the deputy governor, he must also tell us where his boss is, because I understand, according to the constitution, it is your boss who must assign you duties to go and run errands. He will tell us where his boss is. I mean, it is that bad. And Kenyans are asking, this time around, we are not going to keep quiet. If it happens to a governor, what about an ordinary man? I only hope that everything is okay. Everything will only be okay if someone tells us where Orengo is. We want to see him, feeble or weak as he could be. We just want to see him. Sick, emaciated, and we just want to see him. Because the longer the nation keeps quiet and keeps waiting, tension is building. The ODM party, the Speaker of Siaya, the broad-based government, the Council of Governors must tell us where their governor is, because Kenyans have a right to know, as he finally paid the ultimate price of criticizing the government.